Good morning to you. Healing Shame with Jeffrey B. It is August the 10th, and it is Saturday. Um, I'll just jump right in. What can I talk about here today? Well, it is the last full day on Tray 3. Tomorrow morning, I'll switch to Tray 4 Invisalign. I'll tell you, uh, don't get into Invisalign if you are not ready because uh, this thing is an endurance challenge, okay? I've got teeth that are uh, hurting, and I don't know. Uh, it's just tough. Sorry if it's wobbly. I got the laptop on my legs here, my knees, and might be a little wobbly on this video, but we'll deal with it. Some other things coming up. One of them is, as I've mentioned before, is this idea of being unable to move my stuck grief, my frozen tears out. It's getting repressed, and I'm feeling the toxicity as it builds up inside me. I'm unable to emote or cry around certain people. I'm trying. I'm here visiting my mother, and I'm having a hard time letting it out. I really just need to cry with her. She's able to do it easily. I cannot. I'm having a very difficult time with that. and part of my therapy is to learn how to cry and be vulnerable around certain people, around others, without fear of rejection or judgment. And I'm really having a hard time with this, guys, I'll be honest. One of my other videos the other day was about being vulnerable, and I'm not there. I'm still emotionally repressed. Yeah. And that probably plays into the social anxiety. It probably plays into the um, failed relationships and the type of people I get involved with. It's all connected for sure. So this is something to look at. I'm here now. I'm changing out a gas tank on my car because it was leaky. Tried to fix it myself, couldn't. So I had to go all the way. Excuse me. I got the sinusitis. There's a lot of cat dander in the air here and hair and stuff, and so it just kind of. Plus, I blew the fan on me, and it just kind of aggravates my sinuses. So some drainage in the morning. I'm working on parts therapy, and I don't have an official IFS or internal family systems therapist yet. I'm working on getting one. But I can tell you from parts theory that, there are parts that get triggered around certain environments and certain people. And so some parts get triggered negatively, some get stimulated or triggered positively. And, my parts are very good at detecting double standards. And when they see a double standard, they get triggered, and that really can form a resentment. Um, So when you're doing therapy, when you're doing recovery, when you're doing IFS stuff, you've got to watch for these things, and you've got to step back and reevaluate the place people have in their life, and where parts are being shamed again, like they were a teenager, or where they're being encouraged or supported. And you want to surround yourself with those kinds of people that are encouraging and supporting your inner children and helping foster growth. Now, what I can see actually is, although China, Asia, all those places can be quite a challenging environment, um, those environments also help foster growth, encourage creativity, and they generally look up to kind of quirky things. And I'm a quirky guy, and I do things that not everybody understands, and it's just part of my creativity. But that doesn't get encouraged in certain environments, and those children suffer. My inner kids suffer because of that. So they need to be in an environment that does encourage, does foster that development and growth. And so we first have to be aware of environments that don't foster that. So it's always good to be aware and to have knowledge in this, in AA and NA and CAFA and, all those different like SLA, self knowledge doesn't fix it. It's good to have it, but self knowledge. In this case, it is very important to be aware of which parts are getting triggered in which environments around which people, and positively and negatively. You know, and so this is very important to look into. Regarding the teeth, going back to that real quick, yeah, it's there's definitely been changes. This tooth right here has definitely moved. So the trays move like one or two teeth at a time. I think maybe just one at a time. Can't be moving two because you focus on one. So if I got 24 trays, we're looking at moving 24 teeth, or at least 24 movements, I guess, or something like that. I don't know. Not 24, yeah, roughly, whatever. I don't know. I'm not a dentist. I'm not a freaking orthodontist. Not a DDS. Okay, so, but I had to face some fears there because I had two appointments that I canceled. Canceled one was with the periodontist because I've got some recession going on majorly on that tooth next to the extraction site, and then now I've got more going on the tooth next to that at the bottom. But I'm not so worried about it because when this treatment is done, then we're going to do the tissue grafting, the gum grafting, and repair these recession sites. I canceled the periodontist because honestly, I didn't want to pay another $200 for him to say, it's fine, or you need surgery now, and then put off my Invisalign for 12 weeks, and then all the teeth start shifting around, and then you're going to have to do the Invisalign and then more grafting. No, you've already started it. I'm not just going to let them take my money, pay out of pocket. No, so I canceled it. And then the orthodontist appointment, what was the point? Now, there was a little bit of shame there, embarrassment or fear, because I pissed them off enough to where I scheduled and canceled and rescheduled and canceled, enough times that they said, sorry, we can't see you. You did this too much. So, fear, people pleasing, fear of people, fear of making them mad, fear of burning bridges. And so I did, though. And what else? What else did I need from that? I already got the orthodontist in Thailand. I already got my treatment started. So at the end of the day, what you've got to do is trust the process with Invisalign. You trust the process. I'll do another video tomorrow after I put on tray 4. I'm really looking forward to seeing how well tray 4 fits. I know I'm going to have to use my chewies to seat them on there. And it's going to be painful because I don't know which tooth is moving. Maybe this one is moving more into position. But when these right here start opening up and lining up here, that's gonna be where you really start to see the difference in these front teeth, this top teeth. Yeah, there's fear going on. There's some parts getting triggered, double standards and things. I'll talk more about that another time in detail, but not now. And I'll keep you guys posted. Definitely still wanting to go overseas. I want to take a break and just get away. And I know that's because my parts are getting triggered. And they want to step into a place I'm going to not be judged or shamed or whatever. And that usually is when I'm I feel is out of the country. It's not that they're believing a script that's not completely accurate, but anyway, nothing special today. No gun twirling and all that. But that's all I got. Peace. All the best. Bye.